Matthew chapter 2, verses 10 and 11. They what? Rejoiced. Okay. They rejoiced. Why? Because they're going to meet Jesus. Do you rejoice that you've met Jesus? This is why we tend to put singing after the sermon. I want you to meet Jesus or be reminded of the Jesus you've met, and then rejoice. You say, well, did they really rejoice? Exceedingly with great joy. What if they were introverts? Exceedingly with great joy. What if they're indie rockers? Exceedingly with great joy. What if they're worried about what other people think? Exceedingly with great joy. What if they didn't have a good voice? Exceedingly with great joy. Amen? That was not exceedingly with great joy on the response, by the way. Very disappointing. That's Mars Hiller, like, yeah. Oh. All right. Exceedingly, they rejoiced. Ready to trade all of our Calvinists for a few Pentecostals and just try and put a... I stacked the wood, but I have no match, Mars Hill. I have no match. Need the Pentecostals to bring the match. Pastor Mark, did they rejoice in their heart? Exceedingly with great joy. You can't just do that in your heart. Yes. Gosh. Look, there's nothing else to be excited about right now, right? Weather's bad, economy's bad, everything's bad. I met Jesus. Yay! Exceedingly with great joy. Okay. And going into the what? The house. Again, go home, fix the manger. They saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they what? They fell down and worshiped him. Now, I'm old and inflexible, but here's you see it? You see it? Now, how many of you don't do this unless you dropped more than change? Okay? Like, this is work, especially for grown men. Okay, their body says it all. Their body says it all. This is worship. Now, particularly in an Eastern culture, grown men don't fall on the ground. They don't lie on the ground unless they're paying homage to a king or God. That's what they do. This is their way of saying, all that I have, all that I am, it belongs to Jesus. Okay? And look at the object of their worship, their adoration. It's a baby. Friends, they know far less about Jesus than you and me. He hasn't preached a sermon yet. He hasn't cast out a demon yet. He hasn't healed anyone yet. He hasn't died on the cross and risen from death. He's just getting started on the earth. And what do? Rejoicing exceedingly, they worship him. We have even more reason to worship Jesus. We've got this privileged position in history. We know what he said. We know what he did. We know that he died. We know that he rose. We know that he's true. We know that he's coming again. You can tell a lot about somebody just by their posture. Right, a man gets down on one knee, he's saying something to a lady. Christians get down on two knees, they're saying something to the Lord. They fell down and worshiped him. Do you think it was awkward? Grown men worshiping a baby? Rich men worshiping a poor baby? Persian men worshiping a Jewish baby? When you see who Jesus is, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters.